Look at the video on your screen now. What you're seeing is a man by the name Mariusz Pudzianowski pulling an 88,000-pound aircraft all alone. Yes, a single man pulled a plane in the 2008 MedRx World's Strongest Man competition. Impossible, right? Look at your screen now. This is Dean Karmazes, who ran 80 hours and 44 minutes without a single break. You heard me correctly. This guy ran for more than 3 days without a break. It happened from October 12th to October 15 of 2005. Karmazes ran 350 miles across Northern California without stopping. He didn't stop to sleep or stop to eat. Now, the question is, what is the human limit? What is possible and what is impossible? I mean, why are some people achieving the impossible while most other humans can't achieve simple goals they set for themselves? Well, the answer is very simple. People who achieve great things in life want those things as bad as they want oxygen. That's what Napoleon Hill calls burning desire in Chapter 2 of his 1937 book, Think and Grow Rich. How bad do you want what you want? What does it mean to you to achieve the goals you've set for yourself? You see, I was born in a small village in Nigeria in the year 1986. Growing up, everything I saw around me was poverty. My father never had enough money, even though he worked harder than anyone I knew. My struggling mother could only strive to keep us alive by working hard to provide food, just any food, so we wouldn't starve. Then, when I was 17, it occurred to me that there were 2 possible destinies ahead of me. I could live a normal life like most people and end my life in poverty. Or I could go out there and fight with all my strength to defeat poverty. I read every single book I could find on the subject of money. I started businesses, made mistakes, and failed. Then I succeeded after 8 terrible years of failing. I built my first successful company in the year 2016, just because I wanted my goal of financial freedom as bad as I wanted the oxygen I'm breathing. Now, the question is, how bad do you want what you want out of life? I don't know what your goal is, but I do know that you're a human being with an unbelievable capacity to achieve the impossible. Look at your screen now. This is Julius Caesar, and looking at this picture, you might want to admire his transformation. I mean, it takes a lot of work for an ordinary guy you see on the left side of this picture to transform himself to a super athlete you see on the right side of this image, right? But there's more to this story. Look at this second picture. What you see here is a man with a single leg. So, Julius Caesar achieved this unbelievable transformation while he had lost his left leg to cancer. The only reason that's remotely possible was that Caesar wanted success as badly as he wanted oxygen. Look at this beautiful woman. Her name is Marlee Matlin. Matlin was born on August 24th, 1965, and just 18 months after her birth, she became deaf. Despite this disability, however, Marlee Matlin set herself a goal to become a successful actress, and she started acting on stage as a little child. At age 7, Matlin made her stage debut as Dorothy in an International Center on Deafness and the Arts ICOTA Children's Theater of The Wizard of Oz, and continued to appear with the ICOTA Children's Theater Group throughout her childhood. At age of 13, she won second prize in the Chicago Center's annual International Creative Arts Festival for an essay titled, "If I Was Not a Movie Star." After years of trying and multiple failures, Marlee played Sarah Norman in the romantic drama film Children of a Lesser God in 1986, which won her the Academy Award and Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. Marlee became the only deaf performer to have won an Academy Award as well as the youngest Best Actress winner. Listen to this. Marlee Matlin, Julius Caesar, Mariusz Pudzianowski, and Dean Kamerzes are testimony to the power of human determination. These people are testimony to the fact if you want success bad enough, you'll get it. If you want it as bad as you want oxygen you need to stay alive, you'll fight for it and you'll get it. Most people lack the burning desire required to succeed, so they never succeed, while people who want success badly enough get it. In this particular study, an American professor of psychology, Carol S. Dweck, and her team experimented on 400 fifth graders from different parts of the United States. The children were from varied ethnic, racial, and socioeconomic backgrounds, and what researchers wanted to know is whether talent or determination are what is responsible for success. After a series of experiments, the study concludes that determination, not necessarily talent, is what separates successful people from the rest of the world. So, it's not a question of whether or not you have some innate ability. It's a question about your willingness to pursue your goal with everything you've got. This study was published by ScienceDaily.com on July 26, 2004. It's an account of a surprising discovery by a geologist, which is that water can cut through the rocks by persistently hitting the rock. Even though an average human thinks he's weak and powerless, like water, most of us can cut through the rocks. If you're determined, you can overcome unbelievable obstacles. You can become rich and successful if only you force yourself to the point of no return. You see, in the year 58 BC, Julius Caesar and his 20,000 men invaded and conquered the huge, multiracial and famously fearsome territory of Youll in modern France, and used the following 5 years to become one of the most successful commanders in history. But there was a problem. And the problem was that the Roman Senate was not in support of Caesar's military conquest, and they needed him to be persecuted. To get his head out of him, they reminded him of the law that forbade Roman generals from bringing their troops into the home territory of the Republic in Italy. If Julius Caesar was to follow this law, then he could easily be persecuted or killed. So he decided to disobey the law. On the 10th of January 49 BC, Caesar crossed the Rubicon, entered the territory of Rome, and told his men, "The dice is cast." The only two possibilities for Julius Caesar were victory or death. If he failed to defeat his enemies, then he would die. Needless to say, Julius Caesar defeated his enemies and became a Roman dictator in the year 44 BC. The reason why most people aren't successful is that they are not willing to get themselves to the point of no return. These people want success, but they don't want it badly enough. If you don't want success badly enough, you will not be able to sacrifice everything else to get it. Instead, you'll be looking for whom to blame for your poverty and failures. You'll be making excuses and pointing fingers. Let me round off this video with the words of Jordan Belfort. He said, and I quote, "The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it." Thanks for watching. My name is Steve Courage. If you want to see me talking or know more about me, you can subscribe to my first channel here or watch the next video here.